Can everybody hear me? US settings. I need to switch this up a little bit here. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? US settings. I need to switch this up a little bit here. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? What the hell's going on here? US settings. I need to switch this up a little bit here. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? What the hell's going on here? US settings. I need to switch this up a little bit here. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? What the hell's going on here? US settings. I need to switch this up a little bit. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? What the hell's going on here? US settings. I need to switch this up a little bit. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? What the hell's going on here? US settings. I need to switch this up a little bit. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? What the hell's going on here? US settings. I need to switch this up a little bit. Can everybody hear me? Oh, you guys can hear me? Can everybody hear me? I don't want there's background in mine. In my. Can everybody hear me? Sound is fine. Oh, you guys can hear me? Can everybody hear me? I don't want there's background in mine. In my. Can everybody hear me? Sound is fine. Oh, you guys can hear me? Can everybody hear me? See, it just keeps repeating it. I don't want there's background in mine. In my. Can everybody hear me? Sound is fine. Oh, you guys can hear me? Can everybody hear me? See, it just keeps repeating it. I don't want there's background in mine. In my. Sound is fine. Oh, you guys can hear me? Can everybody hear me? See, it just keeps repeating it. I don't want there's background in mine. In my. It just keeps repeating. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, is that better? Can you hear me still? Let me just check a few things real quick. Oh, I think, okay. Can you hear me still? I might have fixed it. Tell me if you can hear me and there's no echo now. Okay, all right. We'll get started here in a few minutes. There shouldn't be an echo now, right? Good. I think I fixed it. So, alrighty, we'll get started here in a minute. Let me just take a picture and let everyone know we're here. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. I actually really hate YouTube streaming, and I really don't like doing this. Multiple reasons why, but excuse me. But I just don't like doing it for the most part. But we'll do it tonight. See how it goes. I haven't seen you for a while, Ronald. How you doing, man? Working too much. Nice. Well, happy birthday, brother. All right, we'll get into the charts here in a minute. We'll get into the charts here in a minute. Okay. All right, so let's look at a couple of different things. Let's go to gold first, because gold seems to be the thing that everybody wants to trade these days. So let's go to gold. Let me pull up my Epic pen here, because I love my Epic pen, as you guys know. What? Where's my Epic pen? Why can't I have my Epic pen? What the hell's going on here? I don't do that. As you guys can see, I don't do this a lot. There it is. Today's your birthday. That's pretty sweet. So there's Epic Pen right there. All right. I'll get rid of these lines. So those of you who have never been with when I've done this before, my charts are pretty. Sometimes it's hard to see that. We might change the background on the background to white. Let's see about doing that, just so it's easier for everybody to see. Just so it's maybe a little bit easier to see. Does that make it easier to see? I mean, I hate that. No, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to go back to the normal one. I don't like that. We are at a pretty significant level on gold, though, right now. We're into an area from, I think it was July 19th right here. That's why I had that on there. And we are failing right now to push above that 1819 area. And we've started consolidating on gold. Okay, but I'm not looking to buy again unless gold comes down to a support level. And that support level would be down in this area at 1811, 1812, somewhere in that range with a rejection candle. Okay, so I'm not looking to buy gold again unless I get a 1 hour candle close with rejection. And the rejection candle that I look for, as you guys all know, is that tail that's longer than the body of the candle. This would be a perfect example of one right here. So just because it comes down to that area does not mean I'm going to buy it. It has to have the pattern I'm looking for. This one would be a perfect example of it right here. That tail is longer than the body of the candle. All right, pretty simple. So I have to have that. I'm not going to do anything unless I have that pattern form. So it would have to come down to come back down to that support area and then give me the candle that I'm looking for. Does that make sense? So in order for me to buy, I have to have that pattern. And obviously right now I don't have that pattern, so I'm not going to, and I wouldn't take the trade even if I had the pattern until the 1 hour candle close, which is coming up in 7 minutes. So right now we're going to look for opportunities on the charts here to possibly do some selling. And I've already got a sell on the US30. That one looks like it could sell off. The NAS 100 looks like there's potentially a sell coming up on that one here, and we'll wait to see on that. But so neither one of the US30 is actually one I'm already in, so I'm not going to take another one on that. But the NAS 100 looks like something. The NAS 100 looks like one we might be able to do because that wick at the top is longer than the body of the candle, and it's a very small candle right there if you go back to it, but it is there, so that could possibly be one that we could do. All right, but right now we wait until that candle closes, because we're not going to do anything unless we get that candle close and we get it to close the way we want it to close. So if we don't get it, we just wait till the next hour to do it. Pretty easy, right? Trading isn't complicated, and you really shouldn't make it complicated, but most people like to make it complicated, and because they like to be idiots. We don't do that. We're not idiots here. So So we got about 6 minutes left, and we'll see if we get opportunity. Hopefully we do. But if we don't, we just wait till the next time. And that's perfectly okay. Sometimes waiting is the best. Okay, so, I mean, it's really not doing much. And the US30 is probably going to be the one that ends up selling. And I'm already in a sell on it. And it's basically right about where I sold it right now anyway. So I wouldn't need to take another sell on the US30 at this point because I'm already in a sell. Okay, so this is a sell I'm in already. The targets are right here and right here. Those are going to be the places I'm targeting right now. And we'll see if we get there. But those are the targets for the sells on the US30. Yeah, we'll wait and see if we get it. I'm not sure. I'm going to do the Instagram live for a second too, just to let more people know that we are doing this on here as well. And we'll get some more people in here. This is why I don't like streaming either, because I don't have a bunch of followers, which I don't really care, but I don't like doing it because it's just really, most of the time, it's not worth my time. Hey guys, on Instagram we are live on YouTube right now. Live on YouTube, Ironman Trading. If you haven't gone there, go to Ironman Trading on YouTube. And we're live on YouTube right now. I just opened this up, so we could. But if go to Ironman Trading on YouTube, we're doing a live YouTube stream on there. So Ironman Trading on YouTube, I'm there right now, going over charts. So pop over there because that's where we're at right now. Ironman Trading on YouTube. And then we'll shut this Instagram down here in a minute. But we're looking at trades. We're going to take trades and look at trades. So if you run on over to Ironman Trading on YouTube, that would be beautiful. Wonderful, beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, so that's where we're going to be here in a minute, but we'll keep both these open for a minute until we get a few more people possibly. What's going on? Tony Starks, yes. So YouTube is Ironman Trading. And I'm not going to do this a lot. I just got tired of people streaming that shouldn't be streaming, who don't know what they're talking about. So, but Ironman Trading on YouTube. Come on over. We'll have some fun over here. It'll be beautiful. And you can see the trades I'm in right now on there. Okay, because there's not going to be any hiding behind anything on my stream. We don't hide on my stream at all. That's not how we roll. So you'll see the trades that are in there right now. Yes, trading futures, trading gold futures. I don't do a lot of Forex anymore. I did a lot of Forex before, but I don't really do a lot of Forex anymore. And you'll see the trade I'm in right now. See, that's the difference, is when I'm doing my streaming, you will see the trades that I'm in. And you can critique them all you want, I really don't care. So, don't care. But yes, trading futures. Right now, trading futures. Well, it's no different. It's no different than trading stocks or trading currencies or trading crypto. As long as you have the patterns down and the patterns that repeat themselves, it really doesn't matter which one it is. What's going on? There he is. There's my guy right there. I don't know, A-Rod, I just got tired of all these new people thinking they should stream. I don't know how you feel about that, but I just got tired of all these new streams popping up. I just got tired of all these new streams popping up with people that don't know what they're talking about and streaming. And what's the platform? What do you mean? So I decided I'd pop on here tonight because I just got tired of listening to streams of people that couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. Now they're starting to stream like, oh. So A-Rod is here. What platform? Right now this is FTMO. I'm trading this FTMO account because I'm trading a couple of FTMO accounts for people to get them verified. So right now this is an FTMO account that I'm trading. And so there you go. And A-Rod will bust your ass in here if you come in here wanting to cause trouble. A-Rod will bust your ass because that's the way we roll here. A-Rod likes to bust ass. Okay, so let's go look at the charts again because we are at 10 o'clock. We're at the opening of the next hour candle. And I'm already in US30 sell, so I don't see a need to get into I don't see a need to get into this NAS 100 sell. But if I was not in a US30 sell already, I would be in this NAS 100 sell right now, based on the candle that just closed. But I don't need to get in it. Where's the GJ? Let's go look at the GJ real quick. Okay, the GJ is obviously at a pretty significant level here at 152.98, and we're having a little bit of a problem getting above 152.98. Okay, you've had several hours of just not being able to breach that level there at 152.98, right? And typically what happens if you can't get above that level, people call it liquidity grab, call it whatever you want, but typically you have to make a move down, grab more orders, and then the next leg up, then you pop up. But the problem and why I don't like YouTube streamers, and this is my stream, I can do whatever I want. This isn't the stream where we're all cuddly and nice. This is the stream where you make money, and I'm an asshole. So if you don't like it, there's other streams you can go to feel good about your feelings and to have your ego stroked. This isn't that stream. This stream is to make money. So I'm very blunt, and I just don't give a damn because the markets don't care about your feelings. A lot of people have an overheightened sense of their relevance. You're not relevant to the markets. The markets will eat you up, spit you out, and chew you up, and laugh at you. And guess what? I'm not relevant to the markets either. Markets don't care about me. So this isn't the stream where you're going to have the feel goods all the time. We're here to make money. All right, so if you ask a stupid question, I might call you out for asking a stupid question. That's just the bottom line. If you're going to ask, should we buy or sell at this point, you should probably do whatever the hell you want to do, right? If you're going to ask stupid questions, you're going to get blasted a little bit. So if that's not the stream for you, there's other streams you can go to. Buyer's exhaustion, exactly right. Okay, so typically what needs to happen is we need to have a little bit of a liquidity grab, whatever you want to call it. But the problem that most people have, and the problem that most streamers have, is they buy the break of this, right? They buy the break of this major resistance level that we're tapping up against right now, and they hope that it goes up, right? And that's the problem, because people who, market makers or people that move the market when they have their positions, they don't buy tops and sell bottoms, right? They don't do that. The people that are moving the market are buying low and they're selling high. They're buying in these areas. They're not buying tops and hoping that it breaks higher. That's just not how it works. Okay? Smart money doesn't buy tops and sell bottoms. They're buying here, and the momentum that they're causing is pushing it up. So what A-Rod is saying right now is we may not have the momentum right now to bust through here, and we may have to make it a little bit of a move down before we go up again. But I would not buy this currency, and I might make one other area here. I would not buy this currency again unless it came down, and maybe to this area here at 152.62, 152.62. Okay, because I never buy as the market's going up, and I never sell as the market's going down. Does everybody understand that? I never buy as the market's going up, and I never sell as the market's going down. Does everybody understand that? Maybe a couple people say yes, no, maybe so. I never buy as the market's going up. Does that make sense to everybody? Can I get a yes or no? Yes, perfect. Okay, so in order to buy this again, it would have to come back down to a support level, right? And that support level would be here at 152.62. Okay, I could buy it if it comes down there, or if it does want to break up past 152.98 and then pull back to 152.98, then I can buy it again as well, right? I can buy it if it breaks above and then pulls back, but I'm not going to buy it just because it breaks. That's what the majority of retail traders do, and that's what the majority of YouTube streamers do. They buy and hope that it breaks above. That's not how smart money does it. I'm sorry that might hurt your feelings. I'm sorry that your overdelicate feelings might. It's just not the way it works. So in order to buy it, I have to either have it come down to this X here and then give me rejection, or I have to have it break above and then pull back. Does that make sense to everybody? Now, to sell, if I want to sell this currency, I have to start getting rejection where it is right now. And the way that I trade, I want a rejection candle with a wick at the top longer than the body of the candle. Okay, in order to sell this currency, I need to have a wick at the top, and I'm looking for a really good example because there aren't a lot of great examples on this. So we're going to look for one on the sell side. We have really good buy ones here, but you can see this one right here, right at this red level, and I'll make an arrow by it. Okay, in order to sell this, I would have to have a close of a 1 hour candle with a wick at the top that's longer than the body of the candle. Does that make sense to everybody? A wick at the top with no tail on the bottom, and it would have to be longer than the body of the candle, and it would have to be a 1 hour candle close. I cannot sell it until that happens, and it's where I'm at, it's 10:07 at night. I'm not going to do anything until that candle closes. Okay? I will not do anything unless that candle closes. So there's really nothing I'm going to do trading wise for another 52 minutes. Okay? But if you look at this, and this is the pattern I've traded for years, and if you look at this pattern, and we'll just go over it, and everyone says, oh, Clay just does this, just draws these silly patterns. Yes, I believe in patterns. I believe in patterns play out, okay? So if you just look at this, every time you have let's just go to the buy side, every time you have a wick or a tail at the bottom that's longer than the body of the candle, okay, and I'm just going to start circling them. And you should be doing this. This should be back testing that you do. You should be doing this all the time. It's extremely important, okay? And guess what? No system is perfect. Anyone who tells you their system is perfect, run away from them. Okay, run away, because there is no system that wins 100% of the time. You're always going to have losses, always. So anyone who tells you that their system is 100% accurate, run away from those people as quickly as you can. I'm a little bit older now, so I don't run as fast as I used to, and I don't get chased very often. So, but anyone who tells you their system is perfect or that it never loses, run away from them, please. And I'll try and help you if I can. Run away from them, but I'm not really fast, so I might, at least you'll beat me. That's for sure. Okay, and I might miss one here. It's so simple. It is so simple. I'm just going over every time you have a tail longer than the body on the 1 hour candle close. Okay, and we're just going to go over these because it's extremely important. Okay, now we're going to number them just because it's my stream and I can do whatever the hell I want. So if I want to play numbers game and start labeling things, I can do whatever the hell I want because it's my stream. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. So I really don't care. Okay. And if I miss one, I apologize. I'm not trying to miss them. I'm just labeling these. No trading view. Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it? Because I don't care. There's no reason not to, because I'm not afraid of what I'm doing. Okay. We're just doing our examples here. We have a nice little crowd today. I think I know the reason. I think someone let people know that we'd be doing this because I never get this many people, which is cool. But whether there's 3 people in here or a gazillion people in here, it really doesn't matter to me. Okay, so the preface on the pound yen, I'm always going to place my stop to break even at 20 to 30 pips, right? Jason, what's up, brother? 20 to 30 pips stops are always going to be placed at break even, okay? And so when I do these win losses, break evens to me are counted in the win column, okay? So if you guys have a problem with that, I don't really care about that either. Okay, 20 to 30 pips, you're always going to have your stops at break even. So we're going to go over these, okay? We're going to go over every single one of these, hopefully, and we're going to see. Okay, so on number 1, you get in at that red level right there. Let's get rid of this red level here. Okay, so number 1, you get in right there, and it makes a high before it goes down of right there. So you get in at 152.18, and you get to 152.47. So do you make enough between 152.18 and 152.47 to get 20 or 30 pips? Yes or no? Yes or no? On number 1, you would make enough, right? There's enough to at least get 20 or 30. Okay, so number 1 is a win, right? Number 1 is a win. Number 2, we don't even have to look at. Okay, number 2 is a loss, and number 3 is a loss. And that's, guess what? It's okay. It's okay, too. Number 3 is a loss, too. Okay? Number 2, 3, and 4 are losses, right? And that's okay. Oh, you can't see numbers 1 through 4. Okay, I apologize. I need to, we'll just, so we'll start at number 5. I apologize about that. My screen, my screen is a little bit messed up. Number 1 was a win. Number 2, 3, and 4 were losses. Okay, so we'll start on number 5. Do you make enough on number 5? I don't even need to do number 5. I can tell you it's a win. I can tell you number 6 is a win. I can tell you number 7 is a win. I don't even have to look. I know you get 20 or 30 pips. Number 8 is a win. Number 9 is a win. Number 10 is a win. Number 11 is a win. Number 12 is a loss. Number 13 is a win. Number 14 is a win. Number 15 is a loss. Number 16 is a win. Number 17 is a win. And number 18 is a win. Okay? Does everyone agree with that? 12 and 13 are losses. Does everybody agree with that? Is there anyone that disagrees with what we just did? Does anybody disagree with what we just did? Do we think we're fibbing on this? Do we think we're not telling you the truth? Does everyone agree? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you have 5 losses out of the 18. So it looks like you're 13 for 18. Just following that 1 hour pattern. 13 for 18. I'm not a math major, so what is the winning percentage on 13 for 18? What's the winning percentage? What's the winning percentage? Get your calculators out. What's 13 divided by 18? 73%. 73%? 13 for 18? Right around 73%? Who will take a winning percentage of 73%? If you could see me, I'd be raising my hand right now. Who will take a winning percentage of 73%? Every single one of us will do that, right? Who will take a winning percentage of 73%? Anybody? Anybody want a 73% winning percentage? 72, sorry, yeah, 72, 73. I just rounded it up a little bit. Whatever, right? Who wants that? I do. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that every day of the week. Every day. And the great thing about it is, it doesn't matter what time frame it is, right? It doesn't matter what time frame it is. You could do this same analysis on the 15-minute chart, the 30-minute chart, the 1-hour chart, the 4-hour chart, the daily chart, the weekly. It does not matter what currency. It does not matter what pair. It does not matter what. You can do it on crypto. It does not matter. You want to go to a 15-minute chart and you want to do the same thing on a 15-minute chart on GJ? That's fine. It's going to be the same. Now that it might be a little bit different, but for the most part, the percentages are going to be the same. No matter if it's on a 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, hourly chart, 4-hour chart, daily chart, weekly and monthly. It does not matter. Typically that pattern will be right anywhere between 75 and 85% of the time. Any pair you want to trade it on. Yeah, we can do US30. Hell yeah, we can do US30, brother. Okay? Any one of them. Okay, so you want to do it on the US30? Let's do it on the US30 1 hour, right? Let's do it on the US30 1 hour. It's really, really simple. It's not complicated. Oh, and you guys can only see, so we'll start it from right down. We'll start it from here because you guys can only see a certain, I don't know why, again, my screen is a little bit messed up right now, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to do it on the US30. We're going to start circling every time we have a tail longer than the body with no wick. I don't like a wick at the top. You can have a tiny one, but usually, typically, I don't like to have a wick at the top if I'm looking to buy. And there's not as many examples here, but there are examples for sure. Okay, we'll go with those ones right now. Okay, just because I think that's the ones you guys can see. Actually, it looks like we'll start from there. Okay, so there's several different examples here. So on the US30, it's always 40 to 50 points before I set my stop at break even. So it's a little bit different on that. It's 40 to 50 points. 40 to 50 points. Okay, stops are always at break even. And then when you get up more, you move your stops into profit, right? It's common sense, folks. You might want to use it sometimes. Common sense is usually a good thing, and not a lot of people use it. So I would highly recommend looking into using common sense in your trading, because I think it'll help. But the problem is most people don't use common sense. But I promise you, if you would use it, it would really do a really good number on your trading. I like common sense. It's pretty common. So, okay. So, on these examples, 40 to 50 pips, you're going to move your stops to break even. All right, so on number one, you get in the trade at the opening of the next 1 hour candle. Once you see that signal, at the opening of the next 1 hour candle, you get in. So you get in right there. And before it goes down, it makes a high up here. So now those two are aligned. So you get in at 34,745 and it makes a high of 34,889. Do you make enough money on number one to get at least 40 or 50 pips? From 34,745 to 34,889 is 114 pips. You make enough, right? So at that point, your stops are probably at plus 30 or plus 40, right? Because you're moving them. Number one's a win. It's just that simple. Just based on that pattern, it's a win. Okay, win. Number 2 is a win. I don't even have to look at it. Number 3 is a win. Number 4 is a win. Number 5 is a win. I think number 6 is going to be a loss, maybe. So here's the thing on number 6 too. When you get into these trades, your stop loss is always below the number 6 wouldn't be a loss, and I'm going to tell you why. Number 6, it comes down and tests that, right? It comes down and tests that tail, but your stop losses are always below the tail. It has to be a little bit below the tail because you don't want it to come in and bust you out right there. So number 6 would be a win as well. Number 5 would be a win. Number 6 is a win. And you guys see why I'm saying that on number 6. And we'll go over number 6 in a minute, and I'll tell you why. Number 7 is a win. Number 8, number 8's close. We'll just call it a loss just because I don't want everything to be perfect. I don't think that's a good thing to have everything perfect in your life. Number 9's a win, and number 10's a win. So of those 10 examples right there, of the tail being longer than the body of the candle, the close of the 1 hour candle on the US30, since July 21st, we had 10 examples. And again, I'm no math major, but what is the percentage if you win 9 out of 10? I don't know. I'm not a math major. I'm pretty sure that's 90%, right? I'm not a math major though, so any of you genius math majors can help me out with that. Is that a 90% winning percentage? Is that a 90% winning percentage? Just shooting the breeze here, just trying to guess, you know. Is that 90%? Yes, no, maybe so. Meatballs, crickets. Is that a 90%? 90%, there you go, Ronald, thank you very much. Okay, so if we know that we're going to be right, let's just say 75 to 85% of the time, should there be any emotions in trading? Yes or no? If we know that we're going to be right 75 to 85% of the time, should there be any emotions in trading? Any emotions? Should there be any emotions in trading? No, you should be a robot, right? And we're gonna go over number 6 real quick, and then we can do it on crypto too. It doesn't matter which one. It doesn't matter what it is. You should be a robot. Every time you see that pattern form, it should be, oh, should I take this trade? Yes, I should, because that's what the numbers say to take. Okay, and on number 6, number 6 was this one right here. We would have gotten in right there. So let's just see. We got an in right there, and it comes down to here. So we would have gotten in at 35. Yeah, you don't get out of it. You're not out of number 6. The reason is because number 6, your stops always have to be below that tail, right? So on number 6, you get in right here when that tail opens, but your stop loss has to be below that tail, and your stop loss would be somewhere down in here. So number 6, you definitely wouldn't have lost. All right, pretty simple, because your stop loss is always below the tail, and it's not right at the tail, because a lot of times these currencies will go right back down to that tail and then bounce off again. So you want to hide it, your stop loss below that tail. It's pretty simple. Is everybody understanding this so far? Is this wildly difficult to understand? Is it wildly difficult to understand this? Shouldn't be, right? It's not complicated. And if you want to sell, it's a wick at the top. It's just the opposite, right? It's a wick at the top longer than the body with no tail. If you want to buy, it's a tail at the bottom with no wick and the close of the 1 hour candle, right? Pretty simple. It's not complicated. You want to do it on the 15-minute chart? Fine, do it on the 15-minute chart. And this is what my algorithm does. This is what Jarvis does. Jarvis does all this for you. So if you have Jarvis, Jarvis will do this all for you. You don't even have to look at it. Jarvis will take the trades. Jarvis will move the trades for you. And so the algorithm that I created will do this all for you. And that's the beautiful thing, because most of the time, The reason traders aren't successful isn't because necessarily their analysis is wrong. The reason the traders aren't successful is because of the 6 inches between their ears, right? That's technically why most traders lose. It's not because of the analysis, it's because the 6 inches between their ears. So the purpose that we created, or I created Jarvis, and I didn't do the coding, but is because we wanted to take that human element out, and it's kicking ass. So you want to do it on crypto? Because it's going to be the same thing. I mean, we don't have to look at it. We can do it on Bitcoin. It's going to be the same thing. Patterns play out on all currencies and all pairs and everything. It's the same thing every time. It doesn't change. Okay? And I'm just making sure we have this, we'll go to the right areas that we have. Bitcoin might be a little bit harder, but I can see a couple already. These candles are very, 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 very small though. So it's harder to kind of get a grasp on some of these, but some of these are there. And you just have to look a little harder. We might have to expand this just a little bit. Hold on. Let's go make it a little bigger so we can see them. That might be a little too big. We'll go one down from there. Get rid of these for the first this time. And we'll say, we'll start here. There's one right there. There's one right there. This is just the buy side, right? We're just doing buy side right now. There's one right there. There's one right there. There's one right there. And I don't see a lot of them after that. But I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 examples since July 26th on the 1 hour chart. And each one of those would have won. There's not a single one of those that would have lost. So you can see how powerful it is. The pattern that I'm doing, the pattern I've traded for 17 years. So you can see the Are there any questions? Any questions? We already did gold, bruh. Any questions? It really is that simple, guys. And again, if I don't get a 1 hour candle close, I just walk away. Right? So there again, we're at 10:27 at night where I am. So for 33 minutes, I won't do anything. I have to wait for that 1 hour candle close. So I won't do anything until that 1 hour candle closes. Okay, now on gold, you're starting to see that gold is getting rejected, right? It tried to push up past that 1819 area for a couple hours and is getting rejected. So most of the time, if you get rejection like that, it will do what? It's going to come down. It's going to grab some more orders, like whatever you want to call it, liquidity grab, whatever. I don't care. Okay, most likely come down maybe to 1811 again, and then get the leg up and the push up. Okay, but there obviously wasn't enough momentum in gold to push through that 1819 level. So we might have to make a little move down before we break above. But typically as you'll see, even, and we'll use this one as an example here, these areas right here. Okay, this area right here was pretty strong. That area was pretty strong, and it took how many times testing that level in order to break that level? It took the third time. Typically, the more times an area gets hit, the weaker that area becomes. All right, it's like throwing a baseball through a glass window. Eventually, you throw it enough times that the glass window breaks, right? So typically, the more times that an area gets touched, the weaker that area becomes. Okay, so it took 2 or 3 times of going through that area in order for it to break. But then it did. So now you did a breakout. Now we want to pull back to that area where we just broke at 1812. We want to pull back, and then our next target would be 1819. Then if we get above 1819, we want to see it break above, pull back, and we can buy again at 1819 up to the next level, right? So we can buy if it breaks above 1819, but we need it to break above 1819 and then pull back to 1819. And then 1824 comes into play, and then 1831 and all those different areas, right? So I'm not buying the break of 1819. That's what other people do, and I'll leave them to their silliness, buying tops and selling bottoms. That's what other YouTube streams are for. You can go follow them if you want to. But that's not the recipe for long-term success. Just telling you that. It's not the recipe for long-term success. Long-term success is when you buy low and you sell high. And I've used this analogy a lot now. You don't go to your real estate agent. Ronald, I think you're in the insurance business, something like that, if I remember right. You don't go to your real estate agent and say, I really like this house, but I'm going to wait till it goes up 15% before I buy it. If you do, then you're dumb. Nobody goes to a car dealership and says, I really like this car, Mr. Car Dealer, but I want to wait till it goes up 15% before I buy it. If you do that, you're dumb. So in every other aspect of our investments or whatever we do, we look to buy at the lowest and we look to sell at the highest. But then when we trade, we invert that. And we look to buy high and we look to sell low. We look to buy high and hope that it breaks higher, and we look to sell low and hope that it breaks lower. But in every other aspect of our life, we do the opposite. We buy low and we sell high. So it doesn't make any sense, no sense at all, to be buying tops like most of these YouTube streamers do and hoping that it breaks. It makes zero sense. 0 cents to do that. And that's why most traders lose. It's not because of anything other than they're buying at the wrong time and they're selling at the wrong time. And then they have really tight stop losses. Because for me, at least in my 2 cents, a 10 pip stop loss is nothing. It's like market noise. One little snap of the market and you're out. And so I don't do that. I don't trade like that. And I haven't, and I never will. I'd rather get kicked in the balls. I'd rather someone fly to my house and kick me in the balls than do 10 pip stop losses. Cool, if some people make it work, that's awesome. I hate it. I hate it with a passion that isn't known to many people, but I hate it. It makes no sense to me. But we do it. The majority of traders do it because they need that quick fix right now. Everything has to be right now. Everything has to be right. They don't want to work to the top of the mountain. They want to get that right now. And this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Trading is a marathon. All right. Any questions? I don't know if JP's in here. I told JP Savage about this, and I think he was going to come check it out. So I don't know if he brought some of these people in, because I never get these many people in here. And I don't really care, and I appreciate people being here. But I honestly don't care about YouTube. In fact, I usually dislike my own stream, which I'm going to do again right now. I don't do this because I need YouTube followers or YouTube anything. I do it because it's fun, for one. But I don't need to do this, and I don't like doing it. But usually I'll dislike my own stream. There it is, right there. I disliked it. I'm just showing you that I don't. It doesn't matter to me. But I do appreciate people being here. I do. But I could care less, to be honest. And the reason is because I make money trading. I don't need to make money from YouTube. I don't need to make money from any of that other stuff. I make money trading. And I think it's cool. It's nice to have the people here. And we are working on JP Savage and Daniel Savage and I are working on some collaborations. They're going to be announced soon, and I think they're going to be good. And I know that people have their opinions about me, and they have their opinions about JP, and they have their opinions about Daniel Savage. I really don't care what your opinion is. As long as they treat me fairly, and I treat them fairly. Everyone starts with a clean slate with me. You treat me fairly. I really don't care what your past is, or whatever people say it is. I don't care. As long as you treat me with respect and you treat me properly, I'm going to treat you properly. So everyone starts with a clean slate, because I know people are like, oh, I don't know why you're working with them. And some people are like, oh, I don't know why you're working with Iron Man. I get it. But the bottom line is none of your opinions are relevant to me. Right? you might be relevant. You're relevant to some people. It's not that you might be relevant. You are relevant to some people. You're just not relevant in my life. And I don't base my self-worth or anything on what people think of me on social media, people that I'm never going to meet in person. I focus on people that I meet in person and that I have day-to-day, face-to-face relationships with. I could care less about social media. I could care less what people say about me on social media. Why? Because you're not relevant. When I wake up in the morning and think of all the important people in my life, you're not one of them. So people can have different opinions of different people as long as I feel like I'm being treated fairly and there's mutual beneficial value to collaborating with other people. I'm going to do it. Say whatever you want about it. It don't matter to me. Because again, your opinion don't really matter. So I did start trading on their broker, FX Live Capital, and we are doing some collaboration. And if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, you don't. Go suck a duck. I don't really care. So anyway, so if that's the reason people are in here because of the Savage Gang, then cool. If it's not, that's cool too. Honestly, I don't really care. But thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. So we'll stay here for another 24 minutes and we'll see if we get an opportunity to take another trade based on what we've been talking about. So if you have questions for the next 25 minutes, now would be the time to ask those questions so that I can answer them. But this is why I have my algorithm, is because my algorithm will take all these trades for me based on the pattern that we just talked about. So my algorithm is programmed to take the trades based on the pattern that we just talked about, and the results are just disgustingly good. And so that's basically where my trading is going at this point. My trading in the future will just be my algorithm doing everything for me, and I won't even look at my charts. We got to make sure everything's fine-tuned. We got to make sure everything's ready. But I think we're there. I think it's there now. So, but if anyone has questions, let me know. I'm a open book right now. So you got a bunch of people here watching. Go with the questions. Yes, and I'm a swing trader, right? I'm a little bit different, and so like A-Rod was saying, I hold my trades, but it also means that I trade lighter lots to begin with, and we can discuss that too. Because if I know that gold, for instance, if I'm bullish on gold, which I am, Alex, you can if you follow me on Instagram, you can just DM me there, and I'll put my Instagram on here. The nice thing about having your own stream is you can put your Instagram on there. Without feeling that you're so I trade a little bit differently. Okay, so let's just play out a scenario here on gold, and let's say, and it's not what I did, but let's say I bought gold here, up here this high. Okay, this is called swing trading, people. Okay, and then let's say I bought gold here, I bought gold here, I bought gold here, and then let's say I was really clever and I got that low position where it just was right now, and I got another position down here. Let's just say I was pretty clever. Usually I'm not that clever, but let's say for this, all intents and purposes, I'm that clever right now. So let's say I bought gold at all those positions right there. Do I have to have gold go all the way back up to that original position in order to make money overall? Would I have to have gold go all the way back up? In order to make money overall, would I have to have gold go up overall? To that very first position, would I have to have it go all the way back there? Do I have to have it go all the way back there? No, right? It doesn't have to go back there. It can go up to maybe this third one or second one I make money overall in the trade, right? And usually, let's just say people usually trade a 30 pip stop loss and have 5 $1 contracts, right? With 5 $1 contracts, it's 150 bucks on a loss, right? I can make the risk the same as one trade with 30 pip stop loss. I can make the risk the same trading it like I am. I just have to take one lot here, the second lot here, maybe the third lot here, the fourth lot here, and the fifth lot here. So I just have to spread those contracts out over different levels, but I can make the risk the same. Okay, and I like that because if I'm bullish on gold, I love swing trading. I love adding to positions. And people always tell me all the time, I can't believe you add to losing positions. Yeah, I'm getting a better price to buy. Why wouldn't I? It's like the analogy I use. I love analogies. It's like in the United States, you go into Best Buy and there's an 80-inch TV on sale for the next hour for 80% off. If you have the ability to buy the TV, do you buy the TV whether you need it or not? You go into Best Buy and they say for the next hour, there's a TV on sale for 80% off, and you have the means to do it, right? Do you buy the TV? Do you buy the TV? Yes, of course you do. And then you wait for the hour until it goes off sale again, and then you sell it, and you don't even have to make the 80% back. But you've just created a market that no one else has. Okay, so whenever someone says to me, I can't believe you add to losing position, well, of course I do, but I planned for it when I started the trade, right? When I entered the trade, I knew that I'm entering that first position, I might have to add more. And so I planned for it, and I don't really care, but I have to trade lighter lots, right? But if you plan for it, it really doesn't matter. And the reason I like doing it this way is because I actually don't have to be as accurate as when you get into one trade and you have a 10 pip stop loss. I don't have to be as accurate. And then I can sleep at night as well. I like trading this way. I've been trading this way for 17 years, and you couldn't pay me to scalp. I know some people make it work, and that's good on them. I would, again, rather get kicked in the balls than scalp. That's just me. That's my 2 cents. If you make scalping work, great. Good for you. I would rather get kicked in the balls. Okay, so did you get that, Alex? Ironman futures trading on IG. There's also a Ironman futures trading as a scam on IG. I love that guy. He makes me happy. Someone created a fake account about me. I love it. That means you're doing something right when people spend time trying to tear you down. I think it's great. I let him know that all the time, that I think he's a wonderful person. Oops. I think he's great. He makes me happy. I mean, if I could have more babies, I would probably have babies with him, but I can't. So, but there is a fake account about me. But Ironman Futures Trading on IG. You want to get the algorithm? Come talk to me there. And guess what? I charge for the algorithm. And you know what? I don't apologize for that either, because my time is valuable to me. So I don't apologize for that. But if it doesn't make you money in the first month, you'll get your money back. But I don't apologize for charging for my time. Time is the most valuable asset in the world, or the most valuable currency, excuse me. And you never get it back, so don't waste it. But I don't apologize for charging for my time. Alex, it's $199 a month, but like I said, if you don't make money in the first 30 days, you get your money back. So it's $199 a month, but if you don't make money in the first month, you get your money back. Pretty simple. So yeah, A-Rod says scalping in the long run, not profitable intraday, and swing trading is more profitable with good RR. Yeah, and that's right. That's exactly right. Oh, that's why that showed the GDP I have on a 15-minute, because we were doing that analysis on that. Okay, so we have about 15 minutes left in this 1 hour. And hopefully you guys have learned something from me doing this today. If you haven't, then that's fine too. I don't know if I can help you if that's the case. Yeah, I agree with you, A-Rod. You and I have had that discussion many times. But I'm done trying to convince people that, you have people that say they make, you know, 30 to 40 grand a month. They're 20 years old, they don't have a driver's license, and they live in their parents' house, and they stream from their parents' house in their bedroom. And we're all supposed to believe that they make 30 to 40 grand a month trading. If you make 30 to 40 grand a month trading, you're 20 years old and you don't have your driver's license, and you stream from your parents' house in your bedroom, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. If I was 20 years old and I was making that kind of money, I'd have my own place. Just saying. Think about that for a minute. So something's not clicking, right? You don't have your driver's license. And you stream from your parents' house in your bedroom, but you make 30 to 40 grand a month. Come on. Think about that for a minute. Think about it. Just saying. you know, maybe that's true. I don't know. I I have serious doubts that you're making that kind of money and you're living at your parents' house, streaming from your bedroom. Your mom has to come ask you if you want your laundry done. So, anyways, so while we wait for this, I know that JP and those guys have a new broker too, FX Live Capital. If you guys haven't seen it, FX Live Capital, I did start an account with them, and we're doing some collabs together. But if you haven't been to their website or FX Live Capital, at least go give it a look, right? I mean, maybe it's not for you, and you may have your beefs with them or whatever, but um, I know they're working really hard to try and make this as good as they can, and there's going to be some benefits to starting an account with them and doing some stuff with me. So, but there are a lot of people that have issues with them, and like I said before, I don't really care what people say about people's past. As long as you treat me with respect and you treat me fairly, then you're okay in my book. So, FX Live Capital is the broker, and if I stream, I'll be trading with that broker on the stream. Crazy, huh? Pretty crazy. But we're going to have the algorithm is going to be available through that broker. The PAM account is going to be available through that broker. And I don't know if some of you know about the PAM account. The PAM account is I've started an account and you're just going to put money into that account. I don't see the money. I don't ever know how much is there, I don't think. And you can invest in the PAM account, and then I trade it through FX Live Capital, and we make a buttload of money. No, no. Nope, I'm not changing my name. And if I were to ever change it, it would actually have the Savage name at the beginning. It would be Savage Iron Man. But no, I'm not changing my name. I'll do collaborations and stuff, but no, I'm not doing that. But if I were to ever do it, it would be Savage Iron Man. It wouldn't be Iron Man, no. I would have to flop that. So, but the PAM account's gonna be pretty sweet too. And I'm gonna show you guys one other thing here too. I think if I can make it work here. Or maybe I can't make it work. Yeah, no, we're not. No one's changing my name, brother. But I've been doing an account with them for just about a month, and it's up 50%. So we're gonna do the Pam account where you can just invest in that, and I'm also gonna have my algorithm there, stationed there, if you want to do the algorithm or the EA or whatever the hell you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it, I don't really care. It kind of feels weird to have like 140 people in here too, and having like 2 or 3 people talk. I kind of do wish that more people just ask questions. Even if you want to rip on me, that's fine. It's kind of weird. It's like, ask questions, man. I'm right here. You can ask me whatever questions you want. I might answer them. But feel free to shoot out a question. We have time. So you see on that US30, I mean, I had the pattern, right? I had the sell pattern, and it was a perfect sell pattern on that last 1 hour, and now it's going up. And if I lose, I lose. That's okay, right? Losses again are a part of the game. And anyone who tells you they don't have losses, run away from them as quickly as possible. So there are going to be losses no matter what. You can't avoid them. You can't run away from them. And again, anyone who tells you their system doesn't lose, run away from them. They're probably 20 years old and don't have their driver's license and live with mommy and daddy. Just saying. Run away as quickly as possible. But no, I'm not changing my name, man. Come on. No way. Unless I change it to asshole. And I might do that. You never know. That I might do. But no, I'm not doing that. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Anyway. Is everybody enjoying this? I know A-Rod, you're enjoying this. Anyone else enjoying this? Or is this just a colossal waste of time for me? I'm enjoying it. And we were talking charts and doing stuff, but really there's nothing to see right now unless we, at the close of the 1 hour here, we get a trade. And I've been in the markets for 17 years, and I have little time for BS. So, like I said at the beginning, this isn't the feel-good stream. If you want to have your ego stroked, you want to feel good and wonderful and have just sunshine and feelings all the time, go somewhere else. We make money here. We're here to make money. And if you don't like some things we say or you get offended very easily, then go somewhere else. Because if you get offended by some 44-year-old schmuck on the internet talking the truth to you, then how are you going to handle the markets, right? That's what I always say to people, too. How are you going to handle the markets? If you let some schmuck on the internet that you'll never meet, probably, and isn't relevant in your life, how are you gonna tame the markets if you let some schmuck on the internet offend you? So grow some balls, let your balls drop, grow a pair, stop being so touchy-feely all the time. The markets don't care. I don't care. Nobody cares about your feelings when you're trading. Okay, that's what you have a mommy and daddy for, or a girlfriend or boyfriend or husband and wife or whatever. That's what you have them for. We're here to make money. We are here to make money. And if that doesn't float your boat, then again, there's other places you can go. I really don't care. I just tell it to people straight because I've been in the game way too long to play footsies with people. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the touchy-feely. I'm going to care about the touchy-feely here soon, though. When I go to bed, my wife's in my bed, I'm going to care about the touchy-feely then, but right now I don't. But here when I go to bed here soon, I'm definitely going to care about the touchy-feely. I'm going to want some of that touchy-feely. But right now I don't. Sure, yeah, we're cool. Uncle Ted and I are cool. I don't follow him on Instagram. I don't pay attention to him. But as far as I know, we are. I just don't really care. I think we are. I have no idea. I haven't talked to him in a while. I don't follow him on IG. I don't follow any of those people on IG. But I'm pretty sure we're cool. I don't talk about them. They don't talk. Well, I shouldn't say they don't talk about. I don't know if they do or not. I'm not saying they do, but I really just don't care. The question, and I was, as you know, A-Rod, heavily involved in that toxicity and talking smack about all these different people for a long time, and I kind of stopped doing that for the last couple of months, and it's been great. I've gone rounds, as you know, with all of them people. I just don't care anymore. Let them do their thing. People want to follow idiots, then let them follow idiots. I really don't care. I'm just gonna make money and enjoy myself. I bought a new fly rod today. I went to lunch with my wife. I sat around in my sandals all day, doing nothing while most of these people were at a 9 to 5 job, slaving away. I get to do basically whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. And that's success to me. So I really don't care what anyone says. I don't care at all. Don't care one bit. Alright, so again, it looks like the US30 is going to give us another candle, another rejection candle, here in about 3 minutes, and that would be the trade I would take. But I'm already in the trade, so I'm not going to take another one. My stop loss is 100 pips away, as you guys can see on the screen there. If we go to the US30, because it looks like that is going to be the only one that gives us a signal, if it does even give us a signal. But my stop loss is 100 pips away, and we'll see. I know what my goals are on it. My targets are at least 200 away. So my first target would be down here. First target would be down here at 34,757, and my next target would be down here at 34,653. And if I get to those areas, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to take the trade out. It just means I'm going to move my stops, right? Let's say hypothetically we do get this and it moves down from 34,941 to down here almost 200 points in my favor. I'm not going to get out of that trade. I'm going to move my stops to plus 80, plus something, plus 80 or whatever, and then I can do whatever it wants. If it comes down here and I get more, let's say that I'm up plus 300, I'll move my stops to plus 120 or plus 130. Because if I get past this area here at 34,659, look at all this area here with no major support down all the way to really down here. So I want to be in that trade if I can get it all the way down here, possibly to 33,750, and that's very possible. So I'm going to move my stops. I'm going to take some, oh, I don't care about that either. I'm going to move my stops to plus. I'm just going to keep moving my stops down, but I'm not going to get out of the trade. And then if it comes down, obviously, if it comes down to here, let's just say it comes down somewhere in here, right? Then my stops are going to be moved to somewhere in here, and then it can do whatever it wants. It can stop me out, but I won't get out of the trade. The markets will have to take me out of the trade. So if I get this to move down into here or whatever too, the market will have to get me out of that trade. I'm not getting out of it because there's a lot of room after 34,659 if we can go below it. Now, obviously, if we don't go below it, then we don't go below it. But I'm willing to take a 100-point stop
loss bet that we get it. And what I should do actually is I should move my stop on this one up even higher. And I think I'm going to actually. I think I'm going to move my stop because I think I want it above the highs, right? I don't think I want it there, so I might change it and move it above. Because what I don't want to do is have it come stop me out then. But where am I going to have to put it? If I want to do that, where am I going to have to put it? Oops. If I put my stop loss up here, all right? Yes, I accept the terms. I accept your terms, even though I don't like it. So I probably will move it to somewhere up there because I don't want to get stopped out. So maybe 34. 200, 34, 200, 35, 200, excuse me. So I'm going to modify that because I want to keep it above that area. Okay, so we're going to switch that. Okay, so now it's up there. Okay, so if I have that kind of stop, obviously I want a little bit bigger of a risk to reward. And it doesn't matter, folks, again, if you have a 200-point stop loss, it is the same as a 5-pip stop loss as long as your risk to reward is in line, right? So if I have a 5-pip stop loss and I have a 10-pip take profit, that's 2 to 1, right? Or 1 to 2. If I have a 200-point stop loss but a 400-pip take profit, it's the same 2 to 1 risk, isn't it? See how that works? You get that brain flowing a little bit in your head right now. I know it's late or early in the morning, but it's the same thing. A 200-point stop loss, 400-pip take profit is still 2 to 1 or 1 to 2. It's the same thing as a 5-pip stop loss and a 10-pip take profit. I promise you. Again, I'm not a math major, but I promise you it's the same. Alright, so we have the close of that candle there, and I don't think we have anything else to look at. That was close to giving us the signal. I still think it was a close one, but I would have taken that trade right here if I wasn't already in the trade. But I'm already in the trade, so I'm not worried about that. Any other questions before we take off? But like I said, I'm doing some collaborations with those guys. FX, Live Capital, Daniel Savage, JP Savage. We're doing some collaborations. I don't really care what you think about me, and I don't really care what you think about them. But I did start an account with them, and it's worth your time to look. I know they're giving bonuses right now as well for deposits. So it's worth a look. If you don't like it, oh well. But I am doing some collabs with them. And when I stream, I'll be trading on that platform most likely. But right now I'm focused on trying to get this FTMO account passed, and the next day or two we already passed an FTMO account. If we go here, log into trade account, let's see if we can. No, it's not. There we go, right there. We'll just end with this one. Okay, so if you look at that, oops. Okay, so if you look at that right now, it should come back up here in a minute. This account was the verification stage for this $200,000 account, and it started. Let's pull it up right now, and that's how long it took to pass the verification. So it started. I don't know. Basically a couple days ago, and we passed it, and it took how many trades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 or 7 trades to pass the verification, and I had already passed the the make 10% in 30 days. This was the make 10% in 60 days. So that account is now going to a live account. Not bad, right? And it took how many? Not very many at all. So now I just have to, you have to wait the 10 days and you have to take the trades. So now I'll just take small trades that never goes below 210,000 and we'll be done. And this will be the third one in a row that I've passed. So I guess it works. And if you look at that first trade on there, I should have passed it with the first trade. If I would have held it for another 20 or 30 points, I would have passed on the first. And it did go down further, and I didn't hold it. Yeah. Yep. So there you go. So maybe they are listening over that little chat over there, because I did have a rough few weeks and I didn't pass a couple of people's accounts for them. That was my fault. I was no one to blame but me, but that took 2 days. Took 2 days to pass. So, but what do I know? I don't know anything, right? I'm just some schmuck on the internet. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm just a schmuck. Go listen to somebody else. Go listen to the other people. 7 trades, yep. Go listen to the other people. They'll lead you to the promised land, right? So anyway, but the algorithm is going to be great. The algorithm is based on the candlestick pattern we talked about tonight. The algorithm is going to be great, and if it doesn't make you money in your live account in the first 30 days, you'll get the $199 back. It is a fee of $199 a month for the algorithm. If it doesn't make you money in the first 30 days. So what I would do if I were a person doing it is I would set it up on a demo account for the first 30 days, see that it makes money, and if it doesn't, you get your money back, even if it's a demo account. Even if it's a demo account. So that's what I would do. I would set up on a demo account for 30 days and see how it works, and then go from there. But even on a demo account, if it doesn't make you money, 30 days, I'll give you your money back. I'm going to give you guys my Instagram handle one more time. Type it in the chat here. And then I'm going to take off. Ironman Futures Trading on IG. Come follow me there. All right, any other questions? Any other questions? I would say that I would love to stay up with you guys for London and do London, but that would be a lie because I don't want to, and I don't want to lie to you because I don't want to stay up and trade London. I want to go to bed. Any questions? If there's no questions, then I'll end the stream like I always end my streams. Be kind to people. You never know what a kind word might mean to someone who's having a hard day. We're all going through a rough time right now. But studies have shown that laughter is a great medicine. So let's make it a goal to make someone smile, make someone laugh, compliment someone. You never know how you can change the course of someone's day by simply saying a nice word. By simply saying a nice word, you can change the outlook of someone's day. And that's huge. Laughter is a great, great, great medicine. And be on the lookout for those collaborations with the Savage crew. I think it's going to be really sweet. I'm excited about the collaborations. And we'll see how they go, but so far so good. So, but if you don't follow me on IG, come follow me on IG. You can DM me there, and we can talk about the algorithm Jarvis, which is going to kick some ace for you. It's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom. It's just the bottom line. It's just how it is, guys. All right, last chance for questions before I go. I appreciate everyone coming. That was pretty cool to see the numbers come up tonight. That was fun. You can tell it really affected my confidence having more people in here than I usually do too, huh? You can tell, right, A-Rod, I was a totally different person tonight. you can tell it totally affected me, right, A-Rod? I was a totally different person tonight than I always am because there was more people in this YouTube stream. I was totally different, wasn't I? US30 sell is what I did, yes, correct. You can see it on the terminal, right? The trade's there. You can see it on the terminal. Oh no, that's not the right one. Because we already passed the phase on that one, so we're not doing anything with that one. But you can tell I was totally different tonight, wasn't I? Hey, Rada? All these people here made me so nervous. I'm kidding, of course. No one made me nervous. Yes, US30 sell. You can see it right here on the terminal. Because we don't hide behind things here. If I'm in a trade, you see the trade I'm in. Alright. So I think we will head out. Let the other people handle London tonight. And go watch Amateur Hour on someone else's stream. Alright, everybody. You have a wonderful evening. We will talk to you all later.